Hi, good evening, everyone. My name's Sara LaHue. I'm an assistant professor of neurology at UCSF and a visiting scientist at the Buck Institute. And the main area of research that I'll be talking about today is in this topic called delirium. And I can imagine that this is something that probably many of you in the audience have some sort of personal experience with. Delirium is where someone becomes acutely confused, often in the hospital, and oftentimes it's an older adult who's experiencing this. So this is something that I've seen a fair amount with my own family members, and it's something that I see very commonly when I'm practicing neurology in the hospital. And what I wanted to focus on tonight is really just an idea that that's really helping to motivate a lot of my work, which is something that I published in the New England Journal last year, getting at some of the issues around medical fatalism. And what I was writing in this perspective, I have on the screen here, is delirium has an optics problem. What good was diagnosing delirium if you couldn't do anything about it? This attitude was a self-fulfilling prophecy. And this is something I saw time and time again, where with age being one of the most important risk factors for delirium and for a lot of other diseases, having this idea that, well, if someone is old and they're admitted to the hospital, they're just going to become delirious, and this is not really anything that we can do anything about, so why even bother? Why even study it? And what I'm really excited about is applying what we're learning about more in aging biology and neuroscience, and really taking this question around age and understanding, well, what is it about age that makes it a risk factor for delirium? And is there something that could actually make the aging process more of a modifiable risk factor for delirium? And that way, I feel a lot more hopeful when I'm thinking about researching this topic and taking care of patients. And so much of what I've worked on is growing these cohorts of older adults in the hospital and collecting a wide variety of biospecimens, including blood and adipose tissue and bone, and bringing these different kinds of biospecimens together to apply aging biology tools as well as neuroscience tools to help us understand delirium pathophysiology. And with the overarching goal of thinking about long-term how to apply some of these tools to then apply to clinical trials for treatments in the future. So thank you.